A wise man once said, "Intelligent people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. The stupid already have all the answers." There is currently an ongoing criminal investigation, headed by British intelligence detective, Chief Inspector Henry King. Regarding myself and Charon Limited, my legal team of solicitors have also informed me that Detective Henry King would like to talk to me about the recent disappearance of my ex-boyfriend, Martin Coleman. Thankfully, my father promptly prepared me for such matters, and what would be the necessary protocols when one is faced with powerful institutions, such as the international law enforcement agencies. I immediately left the United Kingdom in seek of spiritual guidance and enlightenment from the ancient mysticism teachings I am forever bound to. My council of spiritual advisors have awarded me safe passage to Scotland. On arrival, I have been instructed to travel to a village named Killin, situated at the western head of Loch Tay, in the Scottish Highlands of Perthshire. It has been confirmed that this powerful ancient secret society have accepted my need for guidance and counsel and await my immediate arrival.
Welcome to Scotland, Queen Sharon Mitchell. It is an honour to have you in our presence. Your father, Robert, was an essential architect and true preserver of our ancient traditions. We are delighted to see that your father's spirit continues to guide you from the afterlife.
Thank you, Grand Master, and thank you, council members. I am deeply appreciative of your embrace and approbation. My father's blood pulsating through my veins and rushing towards my heart ensures that I am forever beholden to our ancient doctrine.
Queen Sharon Mitchell, you have proven to be a high-value asset and formidable member of our mystic heritage. You have successfully followed in your father's footsteps and continued to facilitate the mass generation of wealth from the general populace. Your financial contributions are held in high regard and have hugely helped further our spiritual and scientific development. The Council has agreed to supervise and assist you with your unfortunate dilemma with Detective Chief Inspector Henry King. The Council will provide a secure location for the meeting to take place without any issues. Our intention is to show Detective Henry King that you appear to be a willing participant but still fearful of his criminal investigation. This will give Detective King the impression that it will add value to his cause to continue gathering evidence and temporarily dismiss reason for caution regarding proceeding with immediate criminal charges against you. The sands of time favours Queen Sharon Mitchell. The Council will ensure your full exoneration from Detective Chief Inspector Henry King's investigation. But before, upon doing so, the Council has requested that an imperative task be asked of you. In exchange for our full cooperation, the details of the Council's request will be revealed to you at the appropriate time, Queen Sharon Mitchell. Do you accept the proffer?
Yes, Grand Master. I, Queen Sharon Mitchell, steadfastly accept the proffer and will altruistically assist you.
Good afternoon, Chief Inspector Henry King speaking. How may I help you?
Hello, Chief Inspector. My name is Sharon Mitchell, CEO of Charon Limited. I am led to believe that you would like to question me regarding an ongoing criminal investigation.
Ah, yes, the Lady of Mystery, Sharon Mitchell, CEO of Charon Limited. People also refer to you as Queen of the Underworld. I find that hard to believe, but it is definitely an intriguing conversation one would love to have with you sometime soon. Will you be able to attend an interview? I promise you. We have the most exquisite 5-star interrogation rooms and provide only the best services for criminal royalty, such as yourself, Queen Sharon Mitchell.
Thank you, Chief Inspector King, but I will have to respectfully decline your offer. It would be a pleasure to meet with you, sir, but considering that you have not issued a warrant for my arrest, I would like to be the one who chooses the date, time, and location, kind sir.
Okay, Sharon Mitchell, I agree to your terms and eagerly await to hear your thoughts on the recent disappearance of your boyfriend, Martin Coleman. And also the disappearance of one of your father's business partners. I have more unsolved crimes suspiciously connected to you and Charon Limited. That requires explanation, but the disappearance of Martin Coleman and your father's business partner is a good place to start.
Chief Inspector King, I am happily obliged to try assist you with your questioning. I can arrange to meet with you in 2 days from now, 11 a.m. inside Canterbury Cathedral. I will be seated 3rd row from the altar.
Prestige choice of location. Canterbury Cathedral. Founded by St. Augustine in 597 AD, often referred to as England in stone, it is an ideal establishment for me to listen to your full confession. I look forward to meeting you in 2 days, Sharon. Until then, goodbye. Hello, Sharon Mitchell. Finally, we meet in the flesh. My name is Detective Chief Inspector Henry King.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Detective Chief Inspector King, and thank you for accepting my invitation.
I would never turn down an opportunity to talk to you, Sharon Mitchell. I have many questions that need answers, and I hope for the sake of your freedom, you are willing to tell me everything you know.
Chief Inspector King, with all due respect, what am I meant to know about?
You can start with the untimely death of your parents. Murdered by a gunman on the back of a motorbike. How did this tragic event make you feel? Surely you must have felt angry, possibly thirsty for revenge.
Inspector King, I felt the same way anyone else would feel losing both parents so suddenly. Your mind is filled with many different emotions. It is human nature, Chief Inspector King.
Maybe so, Sharon, but I find it hard not to make a connection with your parents unfortunately being murdered. And not long after your father's business partner reported missing. Can you shed any light on these formalities?
I am still waiting for your elite police force to bring my parents' killers to justice, and my father's business partner's disappearance is a great loss to Charon Limited. We pray for his safe return.
What can you tell me about your boyfriend Martin Coleman? You do not appear to be openly upset about his disappearance.
Martin and I were dating for a while, but it never materialised into a full-blown relationship. Martin had plans to migrate abroad, and I had no intentions on following him. My life and work is in England, so Martin and I always knew that us as a couple had no longevity to it. I just hope he is happy wherever he is.
My informants also tell me that Charon Limited is responsible for the illegal transportation and disposal of corpses in the United Kingdom. All of this information I have on you tells me that you are a major figurehead amongst the criminal elites. So I have 2 choices. My first choice is I can continue with my criminal investigation against you and patiently wait for the one piece of evidence I need, which would provide me with the power to shut down your whole entire criminal enterprise for good and send you to prison forever. Or I can give you an opportunity to have all charges against you dropped, and in return, I will need information obtaining to any illegal activities regarding your business partners and associates, domestic and foreign. The walls are closing in on you. If you want to survive, take my offer and work with me. But understand, this opportunity will never be offered to you again. Choose wisely.
Detective Chief Inspector King, I appreciate your concerns, but I do not have any information or knowledge of criminal activities, and my vacations abroad are for religious purposes. I would hope exploring one's faith is not a crime. Detective Chief Inspector King.
I believe you have made your final decision, Sharon Mitchell. A decision we hope you can continue to be enlightened and prosper from. I, Henry King, High Member of the Scottish Secret Council, hereby declare Sharon Mitchell Queen of the Underworld. You have successfully passed your final test and deemed worthy of receiving the imperative task set by the Council. The International Ancient Secret Societies thank you for your conspicuous service and infallible loyalty. The details of the Council's imperative task will now be revealed to you. Sharon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld.
From her throne she is reigning, the Underworld's quiet commander. Tell me, how dark will her realm be? Beneath or yonder, will she grant release, or will she make them wander? In her domain, where shades adhere, to the echoes of the fallen's whisper, in cloaked serenity she contemplates their fear. A crown of whispers, her solemn attire decrees and whispers her realm's desire. So the queen in shadow stands alone, judging souls in silence.
It truly feels good to be back where I belong. My private meeting with High Member of the Secret Council, Detective Chief Inspector Henry King, had been one of enlightenment and direction. Chief Inspector King has officially exonerated me of all criminal charges concerning myself and Charon Limited, and apprised me on the imperative task set by the Secret Council. An exceedingly high-ranking member of the Secret Council, named Saduj, has infiltrated many of the international mystic societies and has chosen to become a rogue agent, with the desire to obtain ultimate global power and influence through the illegal auctioning of some of our most potent ancient teachings and paramount artifacts. The catastrophic effects from such disobedience and selfish desires could potentially reset tens of thousands of years of ancient archaeological studies and research. It has been brought to the Council's attention that Saduj has begun the sale of sensitive documents and relics on the black market to warlords, dictators, and many other undesirable characters around the world. This could become a future problem for the international governments and pose a threat to global treaties and citizen safety. The Council have entrusted me with the imperative task of unifying old alliances to thwart Saduj's ambitions of power. 3 ancient former allied societies have been selected for unification. I am scheduled to rendezvous with the selected emissaries from each alliance as soon as they arrive in the United Kingdom. The first delegate I am to convene with is a gentleman named Mr. Ishan Bhatia, high-ranking member of the Indian Secret Council, located in central India and Bengal. Mr. Bhatia is the direct descendant of a mystical society named Thuggees. The word thug derives from the historic ventures of the Thuggees. The Thuggees were known for their prohibited organised activities, trading expertise and professionalism. Mr. Bhatia is closely linked with the global trading system and international black market. second delegate I am to convene with is a gentleman named Mr. Charles Amabutho, high-ranking member of the Secret Caribbean Council, located in Kingston, Jamaica, and the Blue Mountains. Mr. Amabutho is of the Moor leadership bloodline. The Moor society had unknown knowledge of sacred teachings, such as astrology, mathematics, architecture, and ancient scripture. Many of the Moor society relocated to the Caribbean and South America. Mr. Amabutho is one of the world's leading archaeologists and antiquity connoisseurs. The third and final delegate I am to convene with is a gentleman named Mr. Hakon Ragnvald, high-ranking member of the Nordic Secret Council, located in Oslo, Norway, and Bokskogen, the beech forest. Mr. Ragnvald's lineage can be directly traced back to the ancient Scandinavian warriors of Odin. Scripture states, Odin is the god of war and the dead. This deeply studied faith birthed many fearless warriors and explorers, traveling the New World, archiving ancient knowledge from Europe to North America. Mr. Ragnvald is a long-serving, venerated, retired Chief of Defence Officer. He will win whose army is animated by the same spirit throughout all its ranks. The unification of the ancient societies is consequential to the survival and progression of humanity, per aspera ad astra, through hardship to the stars.
Sundays blinding, lightning, no wonder my reign's unbounded. Cause when I speak it's like the gods are preaching. Money and power, my hands keep reaching. With my voice I shake the earth, the skies I'm slicing. Command the storm with my name, the stars aligning. I'm the titan clashing, oceans I am taming. With every verse it's history I'm making. In my grasp the world is mine for taking. Cause in this game it's only gods that I'm facing.
Supreme Leader Saduj, I cannot begin to explain how pleased I am to make your acquaintance. You are the pendulum that swings towards the New World uprising. We recognize you as Supreme Leader. Your courageous and bold defection from the Secret Council has rejuvenated the armies of the New World uprising and provided us the opportunity to use the ancient knowledge of old against our menacing government adversaries. We humbly welcome you and thank you, Supreme Leader.
General, only those who will risk going too far can possibly know how far one can go. I thank you for your attentive introduction and courteous substance. I am equally honored to be welcomed with one's grace.
Thank you, Supreme Leader Saduj. My militia intelligence operatives have informed me about the ancient antiquities and sacred scriptures you have been recently auctioning to our fellow international comrades. I applaud you, Mr. Saduj, for your indispensable offerings, but Supreme Leader Saduj, my organization requires ancient knowledge of immediate divine power. Unfortunately, we do not have the time to change public opinions through future generations. We require an instant unchangeable resolution to end the world, the government's reign over us. Supreme Leader Saduj.
General, I empathize with you. Time is of the essence. We can no longer delay our path to victory. I have been traveling across continents in search of a particular ancient weapon that has the power to topple governments and control the minds of humanity for the next 333 years.
Supreme Leader Saduj, do you have this glorious weapon in your possession? And if so, please explain to me what you have found and how we can utilize it.
Yes, General. I can confirm that I do have such weapon in my possession. My research for this magnificent ancient artifact led me to a Buddhist temple situated on the Cho-Oyu mountain in Tibet. Ancient scrolls recovered from the Library of Alexandria state that the Greek goddess Achlis, source of power, can be located, hidden inside of a Buddhist temple. In the mountainous region of Tibet, Achlis is the Greek goddess of poison. The scrolls state that goddess Achlis is the keeper of the death mist. The death mist was also described as the clouding of the eyes preceding death. My research convinced me that Achlis' power source located on the Tibetan mountain is the ancient Achlis death mist weapon. My team of mercenaries ascended the mountain to reach the temple and entered the building. They proceeded to use 3D CT scanning equipment. The X-ray results highlighted an anomaly inside the goddess Achlis statue. My team retrieved the statue and reported back to my private laboratory. My personal biotechnicians worked day and night for many months, trying to extract what was contained inside the goddess Achlis statue. The biotechnicians were successful with the statue extraction, and after many tests, analysis studies, and experimentations, the scientists revealed the results of what was inside the goddess Achlis statue. To our amazement, a pocket-sized sack made from cowskin containing a small piece of woven fabric was extracted from inside the statue. Upon deeper microanalysis, the biotechnicians discovered a deadly submicroscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside of a living organism. The infectious agent has disastrous effects on the human immune system. My team of scientists have weaponized the agent and named it DMP, Death Mist Particle. We also created an antidote. The antidote will only be available to the followers of the New World Uprising.
Supreme Leader Saduj, I am very impressed. Our adversaries will be kneeling at your feet, begging for mercy. But I have some concerns, Supreme Leader. My allies tell me that the International Secret Council and the global governments have begun to unite against us. Do you have any knowledge of this?
Yes, General. I am aware of the International Secret Council's strategy to be allied with the global governments. My spies within the Secret Council have informed me about their new rising star, Queen Charon Mitchell. Do not worry yourself, General. I have the Secret Council under close observation.
Salvete Internazionale, Secreto concilium soldalis ego reginae Charon Mitchell. Vos saluto. Greetings, International Secret Council members. I, Queen Sharon Mitchell, salute you.
Ti saluto, Queen Sharon Mitchell. It is an honor.
Ta saluto, Queen Sharon Mitchell. The gods have gifted us this special opportunity to pay homage. Gratias tibi. Thank you, Queen Sharon Mitchell.
Ti saluto, Queen Charon Mitchell. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Members of the Council, gratias tibi iterum. Thank you again, gentlemen. Members of the Council, the menacious advances coordinated by Mr. Saduj have forced the international secret councils to repeal historic quarrels of old to pursue success in tandem. The intelligence agencies have reported that Mr. Saduj has recently weaponized a deadly infectious agent named DMP, Death Mist Particle. Mr. Saduj is currently holding secret meetings regarding the distribution of DMP. Council members, please state recommendations regarding strategic ways we can begin to track down Mr. Saduj and his affiliates.
Sharon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld, my special team of digital trading analysts can search for existing and potential buyers of military-grade bioweaponry on the black market. The research data will provide us the ability to narrow down and monitor the clients corresponding with Mr. Saduj.
Thank you, Mr. Patia. A digital link between Mr. Saduj and his clients could potentially give us a window of opportunity to locate him.
Queen Charon, I will notify the West and Eastern military navies and air forces. We will intensify our security patrols along the major and minor shipping routes in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The Air Force will provide us with satellite surveillance data.
Thank you, Mr. Ragnvald. A large military presence, securing the sky, seas and land, could potentially force Mr. Saduj and his clients to start making uncomfortable decisions and take unnecessary chances that could play in our favour.
Queen Sharon, a number of my most valued antiquity sources have notified me that representatives of Mr. Saduj have sent them invitations to privately view and purchase illegally gained ancient indigenous star maps. My source and I have agreed to travel to West Africa and meet with Mr. Saduj's delegates in Mali.
That is sterling work, Mr. Amabutho. This could be a substantial opportunity to gain a false sense of trust with Mr. Saduj through his personal representatives. Quiasso accipere cura frata, ego gratias tibi. Please take care, brother. I thank you, Mr. Amabutho. Gentlemen, I believe our meeting is concluded. I would like to thank you for your courageous and self-denying acts of patriotism. In closing, never, never, never believe any war will be smooth and easy, or that anyone who embarks on that strange voyage can measure the tides and hurricanes he will encounter.
Moto bédo, maman bobo. Mot 200 sur le périph. Akrapovic. Te sous la bite. En 2-2 sur 6. Dérapage, on fait des roues. La monnaie du dedans. Grosse mélodie dans la chebou. Nique la ville sous la pluie. L'éclat des phares reflète nos vies. Sous les néons de Paris. On écrit notre histoire sur l'asphalte en gris. Ça défile à toute allure.
Hello, Sharon Mitchell speaking. How can I help you?
Ti saluto, Queen Charon Mitchell.
Excuse me, sorry, sir. Who am I speaking to?
I am the punishment from God. If you had not committed great sins, God would have not sent a punishment like me upon you. Queen Charon Mitchell, it is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Saduj.
Tai saluto, Mr. Saduj. Had I known you were going to phone me, I would have not bothered organising an international search party for you. You are costing us a lot of time and resources, Mr. Saduj.
This is an expensive business, Sharon Mitchell. I was never going to make it easy for the Secret Council and the Four Musketeers. My secret intelligence operatives have been keeping a close eye on Mr. Bhatia, Mr. Ragnvald, and our good friend Mr. Charles Amabuto, and yourself, Sharon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld. I believe Mr. Amabuto was scheduled to attend a private antiquity event in Mali and meet with my representatives to discuss the purchase of indigenous ancient star maps. Unfortunately for Mr. Amabuto, my intelligence operatives have proven that Mr. Amabuto is currently working with you and the Secret Council, so Mr. Amabuto has been taken hostage by my mercenaries.
Well played, Mr. Saduj. You have gained an advantage on the chessboard. Mr. Amabuto is still alive, so I'm guessing that you have a ransom request.
Yes, you are correct, Sharon Mitchell. In the game of chess, a king cannot capture a queen if she is defended. I have successfully breached your lines of defense and perfectly positioned myself to take the Secret Council's queen. My ransom request is, Mr. Amabuto's life will be spared, but only if you agree to meet with me by yourself at one of my secured locations. Mr. Amabuto will be freed as soon as you arrive. You have my word, Queen Sharon Mitchell.
I agree to meet with you, Mr. Saduj. The work of Mr. Amabuto is colossal and necessary. It would be a great honor to offer you my life to save his.
I admire your fortitude, Queen Sharon Mitchell. I await in anticipation. Va lei, mi amici, goodbye. Saluto, Queen Charon Mitchell. I am pleased to make your acquaintance and deeply honored that you accepted my invitation. Your bravery is one to be admired, but your strategic moves on the chessboard appear to be questionable, Charon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld.
Saluto, Mr. Saduj. I sincerely appreciate your kind words. For a short moment, you had me convinced that I was one of your VIP guests and not your hostage.
Queen Charon, wisdom is not the product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Please understand, I have been informed that you are very familiar with torturing hostages to death. But fortunately for you, I do not harbor the same desires. Queen Charon Mitchell.
Mr. Saduj, as much as I love to hear someone quote literature from some of our most exceptional intellectual human beings, such as Sun Tzu and Albert Einstein, but respectfully, Mr. Saduj, can we cut to the chase and explain why you have summoned me to this exceedingly impressive, secured facility? And I'm also intrigued to understand the true purpose of your mission, Mr. Saduj.
Queen Charon Mitchell. History is written by the victors. Attila the Hun, Cyrus the Great, Hannibal, Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte, William the Conqueror, and the list goes on. Bloodlines can cease to exist, but ideology is the essence of immortality. My defection from the Secret Council was not one of self-gain, but one of sacrifice, to free our world from the ancient shackles of old, and successfully propel humanity towards the NWU New World Uprising.
Mr. Saduj, there is a thin line between genius and insanity, but you are still yet to explain why you have chosen to share this audacious plan for world dominance with me.
Queen Charon Mitchell. Every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. You have witnessed me single-handedly infiltrate and dismantle the International Secret Council and global government institutions. The power I wield is ordained by the gods and superior to all others. The New World Uprising requires fresh blood to fulfill significant positions of leadership. Charon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld. It would be an honor to have you join the avant-garde brothers and sisters of the New World Uprising. But before you give me your answer, I would like you to meet one of my highly trusted high-ranking members of the New World Uprising. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Ishan Bhatia, former high-ranking member of the Indian Secret Council.
Thai saluto, Queen Charon Mitchell. The gods have spoken and brought us together once more.
Tai saluto, Mr. Bhatia. You look extremely well, considering how busy your schedule must be.
Queen Charon Mitchell. With the help of Mr. Bhatia, I have been able to keep close observations on you and the Secret Council. The capture of Mr. Amabuto was down to the great work of Mr. Bhatia. Fortunately for me, your overwhelming courage and pride completed my final move on the chessboard and delivered you directly to me. Checkmate, Charon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld. Now I am ready to hear your answer. Will you, or will you not, join the brothers and sisters of the New World Uprising?
I say again, well played, Mr. Saduj. Your chess-playing skills are not to be underestimated, but please forgive me, Mr. Saduj. I believe the game is yet to finish until I have made my last move.
I apologize, Queen Charon Mitchell. The board is yours. Please make your final move.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Saduj, are you familiar with the alligator snapping turtle?
No, I am not. Please enlighten me.
The alligator snapping turtle has a very unique method to catch their prey. The alligator snapping turtle lays motionless in the water and reveals a worm-like appendage on their tongue to lure unsuspecting prey. As soon as the prey is within striking distance, the alligator snapping turtle bites down on its prey with the force of 1,000 pounds, instantly killing or paralyzing its victim. You see, Mr. Saduj, I comprehended that you would attempt to infiltrate the Secret Council's international delegation. Instructions were made clear to all delegates that whomever Mr. Saduj chooses to help him infiltrate the international delegation will automatically become a double agent, Mr. Bhatia. Please further explain to our friend Mr. Saduj.
I have to apologize to you, Mr. Saduj, but Queen Charon Mitchell is correct. I have been delivering you a false perception. The history of my people is the most important responsibility I have been awarded. Mr. Saduj, your ideologies are structured to jeopardize and destroy cultural history. My calling is to unify all humanity and safeguard everyone's different spiritual paths and decisions.
Mr. Saduj, you have turned your back on the ancient doctrines that created you, thus compromising your position on the chessboard and unknowingly leading yourself directly to me, Mr. Bhatia, and his team of digital analysts, have breached all of your secure databases and currently have full control of your global digital systems. Mr. Bhatia has been diverting your secured facilities' location information to Mr. Haakon Ragnvald. Mr. Amabutho was immediately rescued by Mr. Ragnvald's military forces upon my arrival. Your secret bases, mercenary personnel and international allies have all been seized and taken into custody, including this exceedingly impressive secured facility, kind sir. My last words in closing, Mr. Saduj. Checkmate.
Mr. Saduj, your time on Earth has expired. Goodbye.
Welcome back to Scotland, Queen Sharon Mitchell. The Council and I are once again delighted to be graced with your presence.
Thank you, Grand Master, and thank you, Council members. I am honoured to be welcomed with such warm embrace. My adoration for the Secret Council is interminable.
Queen Sharon Mitchell, the International Secret Councils would like to congratulate you on your triumphant task regarding the capture of Mr. Saduj and the catastrophic damage you have inflicted on the New World Uprising's global networks. You have demonstrated that you are a formidable force and an invaluable leader. I, Grand Master, and the members of the Scottish Secret Council concur. Sharon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld, you have been elevated to the new position of high-ranking member of the Scottish Secret Council. Do you accept the degree, Queen Sharon Mitchell?
Grand Master, I, Sharon Mitchell, Queen of the Underworld, high-ranking member of the Scottish Secret Council, ardently accept the degree.